Hi, I'm Jesus Diaz in the lesson number 2 of the series Sight Singing 101 from the Do Re Mi Tutor project. Lesson in which we will begin mastering the particular tensions of the unstable functions or degrees other than the stable first degree or tonic. To start off, we will focus on the second degree or supertonic, that in our scale of C or Do major corresponds to the note D or Re. In the way, we will talk about the different types of changes or movements between notes. Besides, we will experiment with choosing different tonic-supertonic combinations to see the frequent convenience of referring to and thinking of the components of a scale in terms of tonal functions or degrees rather than by note names, just after the choir.
Sol, la, sol, si, do, si, la, re, do, la, si, do.
Now that we became used to the stability of the tonic in the previous lesson, let's add some interest to our singing by including a different note. But to make the best choice, it comes handy to know that the succession of two different notes receives the formal name of movement, and when the notes involved are consecutive degrees of the scale, such a movement and the formed interval are described as conjunct. Otherwise, they are called disjunct. Well, all this was just to say with all property that it's easier to sing conjunct than disjunct intervals. So, to ease things up, we'd better pick a tonic's neighbor to begin with a conjunct movement. This visualization of our scale clearly indicates that the logic choice is D or Re, which is located as the second degree, performs the tonal function of supertonic, is shown here on the first additional lower space on the staff, and gives us an excellent opportunity to become familiar with the tonal tension, given that its proximity to the tonic makes this supertonic one of the most anxious degrees to come back to it, as we'll verify as we progress with the exercises. Regarding the particular tension of this supertonic, with a little of attention it will turn easy to perceive it as a certain feeling of unrest or instability, like being in motion with a sort of rather strong expectancy to return to the tonic. Metaphorically speaking, like when we climb to the first step of a ladder and stay there briefly, being aware of eventually having to return to the stable ground. Let me show it to you by singing a Do-Re-Do combination. Try to notice the need of the supertonic Re to return, or more formally, to resolve to the tonic Do. Do, Re, Do. Perceiving this particular level of tension is the central objective of these lessons exercises. But before we get to them, let's widen the next concept a little bit. If any pitch can become a tonic, it must have its corresponding supertonic with the same tension, right? Well, yes. And to hear how the tension of the supertonic feels the same, regardless the pitch chosen as a tonic, and make this point even clearer, let's tune up our ear to another pitch and listen to the resulting combination of tonic, supertonic, tonic. Let's pick any pitch and pretend it to be Do for the supertonic to be Re. Just pretend it. Do, Re, Do. Let's try another. Do, Re, Do. Just the last one. Do, Re, Do. As you could hear, As soon as the stability of the tonic was established, the supertonic's tension was the same in all these cases. That is why our melodic sense does not care about specific pitches but about pitch relationships or tonal tensions, and also why note names are rather useless for evoking tunes or keep them in mind. And as long as such tension is what we want to recognize and become familiar with, it's time to solfège some supertonics. Have fun! I am sure that just after practicing the first exercises, many of you will have acquired a pretty good grasp of how reading music feels like and the world of joy that it offers us. And that was just our first tonal tension, because we still have 5 more left to master. But before exploring the next, we need to step back a little bit to ease things up even more. Don't miss the following video about the useful upper tonic. See you there.